Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Teacher Amber here, and I'm excited to share with you guys that the 10-minute demo interview, whether it's video or live, has gone down to 5 minutes. Very exciting news. Woohoo! So, today, let's talk about the interview. First, I'll give you some tips for the interview. I will also do a demonstration of what it might look like teaching the slides. So this is not the one and only perfect way to teach it by any means. There are lots of factors to come into play, right? Your teaching style, your personality, your knowledge, your expertise might be different than mine. And so if you see me doing something one way and you like it, go for it by all means, please. Take it. I took it from somebody else. I probably took the majority of what I do from Nancy Taylor. So if you want to check out her stuff as well, or any other VIPKid teacher to see different ways of teaching the lessons, I'll give you an example with blending words. I use this a lot for taking two parts of a word, putting it together. That's what I use right now. I saw Nancy Taylor's video. She had some Legos that she wrote the blends on and she put them together. So, use what you know about teaching and look at other videos and see what other people are doing and do what you like and what works for you. Another factor that can change is the student, right? We don't teach every student the exact same way because they have different needs. And so you might have a student who is on taking this level, but it's a little challenging for them. And so you would adjust. And if it's really challenging for them, they might need you to say one word at a time if you're trying to get them to say a sentence. They might not be able to repeat the entire sentence. They might need you to simplify this sentence, right? You might be teaching a student who is on level, and this is great for them, and so you can do what you would normally do, which is or what you would do in an ideal world, right? Or you might have a student who is advanced, and then you could extend by making the sentence a little bit longer, asking other questions about the slide. It just really depends. And so today for my demo, I'm going to pretend that my student is on level right where they need to be. So I'll be able to do a lot of the I model, we do together, and then they do it on their own as much as possible. So things to keep in mind as you are preparing is that this is a level 2, it's a beginner level, and for our level 2 beginners, we really want our students to be speaking 50% of the time, and you just be speaking 50% of the time. So keep instruction simple. If they can't repeat everything that you've said, then it's cutting down and not going to be as close to that 50% time. If you are a classroom teacher or maybe a homeschooling or some sort of teacher, you might know the phrase I do or the term I do, we do, you do. So that's something that we use in VIPKid. I model first what I would like the student to say. Then we say it together. That might mean at the same time. That might mean that I say part of it and they say part of it. And then the you do. The student does it by themselves. They say the entire thing. In an ideal world, we would like to have I do, we do, you do, and it would go perfectly and smoothly, but this is it's not always ideal. So you might have, depending on the student that you have, you might need to model a lot more. You might model and then they might need a lot more of the we do, or they might be ready to do you do right away. I know sometimes I log into a class and I'm asking them to repeat me, and then they're going off on their own and reading the rest of the slide, and they've got it. They don't need me to do as much. So keep that in mind. it is very important to correct pronunciation. That's why parents are choosing VIPKid. They have 50 to 75 students in their classes, and the teacher in China says something, students repeat back. So they don't have time for correction, pronunciation, speaking with somebody else. And a lot of times, the teachers they're not native speakers, so they might not have the correct pronunciation either. So you'll see me as I'm doing this demo, when I have the child repeat something to me, and then I say, "Good job," and then give them one of the words from that sentence to say back to me. That's because their pronunciation was not correct, and I wanted them to try it again. Another thing that parents look for, and VIPKid as well, are complete sentences. Sometimes you'll get a student who repeats back with one word. So you will see me in the beginning. I plan to ask the student how they are. They'll answer me with fine, and I will get them to say, "I am fine." TPR, total physical response. So you want to be using gestures and movements to engage the student and to also help them understand what you're doing. So when you want them to speak, or if are you doing TPR for the vocabulary, sad, right? And get them to do it too. So my plan is to demonstrate what that would look like if the student is not engaging, to help get them engaged. So I will just do the gesture and point at the student to get them to do it as well. They don't always, but at least you're trying to get them if they don't. Be sure that you have props. I would recommend at least 2 to 3 different props. Makes it more engaging for the student, having those visuals. So the props that I have, and you can decide look around your house, see what you already have, or you can easily make something for this lesson, or if you feel like buying something, more power to you. So the reward system is soccer balls. So I just took one of my daughter's soccer balls from her game. She had some felt things. We also give stars as a reward. So the soccer balls is the secondary reward, and then they also earn stars. I have that. It's always a good idea to have a whiteboard. So if you're like, "Oh, I could really use a prop for that," you can just draw the prop, right? If you don't have a whiteboard yet and are ready to move forward with your interview, you can either buy one or get some paper and something hard to write on and draw. I use a book to show the students my name, and then I just drew some sad and happy sticky notes. And what else? Do I have anything else? Oh, and then I have Meg and Mike, which I recently printed off. I've been doing VIPKid for a year, and I have not always had them. So, choose 2 to 3 that work for you. Watch other videos, see what other teachers are doing, see if they spark other ideas in you to use. The reward will be on the screen, and it's interactive. So there are 5 soccer balls and a goal, and the students, each time that they do a good job, you go back to slide 2, they can drag the soccer ball into the net and make a goal. You do not have to use this as your reward system. You can go on Pinterest, Google VIPKid rewards. You can probably just Google VIPKid rewards and find plenty ideas, or come up with your own. Totally fine. My first entire year, I've been teaching interactive classes, so I've been just using the interactive rewards because that's not what I wanted to focus on. At that time, I was focusing on other things, and now I'm starting to branch out, use different rewards. I could tell the kids have been getting a little bit bored as well, and so what I've been using that the kids in my classes have loved is tic-tac-toe. So I just draw a tic-tac-toe board, number the boxes so they can tell me what number to use, or what number where they want me to put the X or the O, and they love that. They actually, sometimes I forget about the reward, and then they draw a picture of tic-tac-toe on the screen. And so and it's definitely helped with one of my students who had a hard time focusing, and then he's really enjoyed that, so I can get him to do the work before he gets the tic-tac-toe. Be sure that you do have headphones or earbuds. If you don't have either, maybe you could borrow some if you're not ready to buy them. As with learning anything new, especially a new language, repetition is key. So it might feel mundane to us, but it is really good, really beneficial for the kids. So when you see the red or orange single words, be sure to have the student repeat those 3 different times. Change it up every time, use a different prop, use different voices to help them with that vocabulary. You also want to focus on your pacing. So as you're teaching, set a timer. The rule of thumb is to try to keep each slide to about 1 minute in length. If you go faster, you'll need to come up with something at the end to hit that 5-minute mark. If you go slow at the beginning, you'll need to speed up to end. So trying to keep it as close to that 5-minute mark is pretty important, because then it shows that you can focus on that in the classes, because we need to keep our classes to 25 to 28 minutes in length. And get to know the objective. Be sure you're covering it. It is in the slides. The objective that we're covering are on the slides already, but when you know the objective, you could always add it in on other slides and not just the ones that it's already on. But being that this is only five slides, I think we're okay. Just for future reference for when we do have 25 slides. So watch my demo for things that I talked about. Let me know if you have any questions. Watch other teachers, like I've mentioned a couple times before, and go easy too on me. Like, I'm not saying that I'm doing everything perfect, that I'll do everything perfectly, or that this is the way to do it. Be sure that you feel comfortable with the way that you do it. So if you're like, that's not really my teaching style, then do it in a way that reflects your teaching style. So let's jump to it, and I'm going to go ahead, start my timer, and pretend like I am recording a interview demo. Hello! My name is Teacher Amber. Amber. What is your name? Hello, Olivia. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Olivia, how are you? I am fine. How old are you? Great job. Olivia, are you ready? Let's go. When you do a good job, you get 1 soccer ball. Soccer ball. Good. Goal. Great. Sad. 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 Good. He is sad. He is sad. How is he? Great job, Olivia. Sad. Who is sad? Great job. Is she sad? No. Great job. Are you sad? Good, Olivia. You get a soccer ball. Soccer ball. Goal. How many soccer balls do you have? One. Yes, good. Happy. Sad. She is good. How is she? Great job, Olivia. You get a star. High five. Egg. 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 Dig. Egg. Wig. Egg. Mig. Great job. Egg. Mig. Great, Olivia. You get a soccer ball. High five. Olivia, how many stars? You get a star. How many stars do you have? 2 stars. Great job. Olivia, great job today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Good. All right. That was right at 5 minutes. So definitely that last part there, I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with I was at the end and I was like, oh, how many stars do you have? Wait, I already asked. She already had 1. And then I was like, okay, I'll give her another star. We'll say, how many stars do you have in 2? And so I've noticed that I've done that in a couple of my actual classes lately, and then the students repeat my mistakes. So definitely, there you go. Example of what not to do. There probably were, you could probably point out a couple others, but at least you can see the gist of what it might look like, and then just go ahead and tailor it to your needs. So again, let me know if you have any questions about the slides. If you'd like me to be your coach, I'd be happy to practice with you and give you some tips. So again, there are lots of other videos on YouTube to watch. And again, be yourself. So practice and best of luck to you. I hope to see you soon here at VIPKid. Thanks, guys. Bye.